Hey everyone, Mrcento here, and this was just a very quick vlog that I recorded on my mobile earlier when I actually had a little bit of what was left of the daylight and time to do a little bit of work on the Land Rover and clean it up. So I thought I would record it so you can see what I drive daily, and I'll try to edit in a few little informative bits and pieces here and there, so we'll see how it works out. I ran out of storage right at the end of the video, so I didn't quite finish it the way I wanted to finish it, but it is what it is and I'll let you see it. So here it is.
Hey everyone, Mrcento here, and this is just a little bit of a very quick vlog. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we'll see. This is a quick vlog. People wondering what I actually drive on a day-to-day basis. They might have heard me speak about it in videos from time to time, and here she is. 1994 Land Rover Discovery 300 TDI. Been around the block a few times, but hey, I've actually cleaned it for once. I've not done the wheels yet, but I'll do them tomorrow. But yeah, here she is in all her magnificence, so to speak. It was rescued from scrap a year ago.
I actually bought the vehicle when I went to pick it up. It was from a garage who had basically taken it off someone's hands to put the engine in a Defender, and it was, I had a look around it. I fancied a Land Rover for ages. I've always wanted one, and I had a look around it. I gave it a quick run around the yard, and I bought it there and then, just purely on the basis that it gave me a gut feeling that the car had life left in it. I didn't know how bad it really was or was going to be, but it was just a pure gut feeling that it wasn't ready to die. So I picked it up and it's done me proud.
It was basically, the vehicle itself was condemned, and yeah, the engine was going to get taken out and put in a Defender. So the project fell through and I picked it up and fixed it.
And I'll just pause it there. When I say that I fixed it, what I had to do to it mostly was electrical work. There was quite a lot of problems with the headlights. Specifically, the headlights were switching themselves on, which bizarrely I later found to be a problem at the electric window switches, which was shorting out in the electric window switches, feeding the electric all the way through the dashboard and through the indicator stalk, which also controls the headlight controls. And yeah, it was lighting up the dash illumination, which was triggering the stalk, which was putting the headlights on. I also had to completely rewire the rear tail lights and clean up all the earths and everything on the electrics and the footwell. So yeah, that was a lot of what I had to do to that. There was a few little niggly bits in the engine bay that I had to sort out, electrically as well, with mostly around the battery terminals and old spotlight wiring and everything that hadn't been taken out or isolated off properly. So I sorted all that out, and here she is, running with a year's MOT.
And got a year's MOT on it, no bother. It went through quite easy.
And I'm going to pause myself again there. I'm making a habit of this. When I say it went through quite easy, it did need work, but you've got to remember that this vehicle was pretty much condemned by its last owner, and it was basically ready for the scrap heap according to them. And the lack of work that it actually needed for the MOT was astonishing. What it needed was one tiny little bit of welding, which for a Land Rover Discovery of that age is remarkable. They nearly need welded back from the ground up at that age, but I needed one tiny little plate on it. I also needed a new track rod end and the rear exhaust section replaced, and that was pretty much it. An anti-roll bar drop link as well from memory, but other than that, it was absolutely fine.
And here she is, actually shining. The interior leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, I've not got around to fixing that yet. The dash is actually hanging out, but hey, it is what it is. I'll start it up so you can hear the full tractoriness of it. We'll just make sure it's in neutral. There we go. I'm sorry if the camera works a bit off. I'm just on my phone, and yeah, it's not the best in the world. It's an iPhone, so. There we go. We'll get the lights on and everything. See, it's a proper old school diesel. There we go. See, doesn't that look like a Ram Raider's car? I've got to do a few more things. I've got to replace the alternator belt tensioner, because that squeaks when it starts to get warm. When it's cold it does it, then it goes away, then it warms up, and then... Oh, my tail light's gone out. Hold on. Come on. It does this every now and then. There we go. Fixed. It does that every couple of weeks. It goes out. It was on earlier on, but yeah, the drive must have... I mean, the light's fading, so I don't know how well this is going to come out on the video. It looks okay on the screen, but... And for people wondering, these rear lights, the 94, it came like that. They changed the lighting regulations. Well, they expected the lighting regulations to change, and they didn't. So basically the only taillights you've got are in the bumper. Some Discoveries before it do come with taillights in the top. Yeah, and some don't, and this one doesn't. You can tell which ones do and don't, which have the indicators and everything, because they've got an orange strip above the reversing strip there. So yeah, that's how it is.
The upper tail lamp clusters do contain the reversing lights, the fog lights and the brake lights. I didn't point that out, they're not just there for decoration, they've also got reflectors in them too, I think, of some description. But they definitely contain the fog light, brake light and reversing lights.
So yeah, as you see, like I say, I've still got to do the interior. I don't know how well it's going to come out because it's so dark. But yeah, like I say, interior is still a mess, but it's still a work in progress. We'll give it a rev so you hear it. There we go, turbo whooshes and everything for goodness. So there we go, like I say, I'm sorry if the camera works a little bit shaky. This is just a very quick one until the sun goes down, which it virtually is now. It's quite a nice sky tonight. But there we go. So yeah, it's the first time I've ever done one of these videos, so cut me a little bit slack please. And also the zoom is terrible on the camera, it just wants to go in all the time. So there we go, that's my 1994 Land Rover Discovery 300 TDI. Looking cleaner than it was about an hour ago when I just gave it a quick go over with a bucket and
that's where my phone completely ran out of storage, but I was just about to say it's clean and thank you for watching anyway. So we didn't really miss very much, but yeah, I basically just gave it a very quick wash over, so yeah. I'm not sure how much interest this will be to a lot of people. It's probably quite boring to a lot of people, but there are folk out there who are a bit curious as to what people drive, especially, you know, people from other countries and everything like that. I mean, I know they sold them in like America and stuff like that, but they've maybe not seen a diesel version, a British version. So, you know, I might be of interest to someone, but I just thought I would put it out there anyway in case it was. So, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if there's interest, I'll maybe do some more with better camera work, better sound quality and everything like that. Like I say, I apologise for any lighting issues or sound issues. It was basically my phone is just rubbish at it. I do have better cameras, but it was a completely spur of the moment thing. I didn't plan to do it or anything like that. I just wanted to take some photos of the clean Land Rover and saw it looked okay on camera, so I thought I would do the vlog. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon on something similar. Bye for now.